Has this internship shifted or confirmed your career goals in any way?
It has, I think it's done both, but in a positive way. I think this is the first I've had like kind of like club activities.
What surprised you most about working within the private lending industry?
So what surprised me most, which I think I'm still adjusting to, is how fast-paced it is, and also how like
This one's a fun one. If we handed you the CEO role for one day, what's one thing you'd implement immediately?
So if I was Janine, something I'd implement immediately would be, that's a hard question.
Welcome back to another Simple Chat. My name is Sydney. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Simplending Financial. And today we have our summer intern joining us.
Hi, I'm Francie. I'm the summer intern. I've been working here for almost 3 months, I think now. And yeah, I'm a little bit of the assistant here, and it's been fun.
Awesome. Okay, so Francie, you are our summer intern. You're from Houston, right? So where are you going to school and what are you studying?
So I go to school at Tufts University, which is in Boston, and I'm majoring in economics and French, and then I'm trying to pursue a minor in finance. Hopefully the next 2 years I can finish all of that. But yeah, that's what I'm on track to do.
Nice. And what got you interested in like real estate finance?
So it was kind of random. I went on a call with someone who was like one of my friends' like uncle, and he does real estate investing in Miami. And I just went on a call with him. I was just doing a little bit of career exploration. This was like the end of my freshman year, beginning of sophomore year. I knew I wanted to do something in finance and econ, but didn't know what. And I was on call with him for maybe an hour and a half, and that was the first call I've had where I was truly interested in everything he had to say. And I think what I love about real estate is its tangible nature. Like, you see what you're investing in, you see what you're like financing. And I like that. I also think there's creativity in it. You can do so much in it. And so I just kind of was like, okay, like let me reach out to people. Let me see what I can do this summer that's like real estate to like work in the space and to see if I really like doing that. And so I think that's how I ended up here.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. So as you said, you've been with Simplending in our space, in the private lending space, for about like 3-ish months now. So what's something that you've learned so far that you didn't learn in your finance classes?
Yeah, so in finance class, in my econ class, you learn a lot, but you don't learn anything in terms of like the professional like space and field. I think one of the biggest thing is relationship management, like within like I guess your clients but also with the people you work, because in college you like hang out with people, but you hang out with the people you want to. In class you can do like be by yourself, be with people, but here you have to learn how to work with everyone, like the whole team. You know, everyone comes from like a different background, different personality, and you learn to adapt to that, and it's actually really fun. And then also with clients, you know, people who invest in real estate, there's like no requirement. People come from like everywhere, they can do whatever they want. So I feel like learning to like build relationships with them as well is not something, and relationships short-term and long-term, is not something I learned in college, because college is very academic, strictly focused. You're tested on exactly what you learn. Yeah, you don't get tested, for example, in random events that can happen to you, random phone calls, or like special like real estate situations for like financing. Another thing is just everything that's just so real world, because college is just so, it's real world, but you don't actually get to practice it. And so it's been nice like learning everything I have and then building those skills in a real world setting, because I almost feel like you like learn faster and you grow faster, versus like I've been here for like 2.5 months. I've learned more than I probably would say like a semester in college. So that's one of the things.
I can agree with that too, because I'm a very like hands-on learner, which you are too. Like you're eager and ready to just grab at anything and learn it and just learn as you go too, and which is awesome to see that the youth has that.
You know, representing them.
Okay, second question. If you had to describe Simplending's culture only using emojis, what would they be? Let's do 3 of them.
Okay, 3 emojis. So I would do, because I think it's like, but pretend like the red flaming hearts is in pink, because I think it's very passionate, and everyone here, I can just tell, like working with the team, everyone loves what they do and they want to grow with each other and individually. I do maybe like the nerdy glasses, kind of connecting back to that, 'cause like everyone likes to do, also everyone wants to learn. I want to learn, and I think that's a good one. And then the last one I would do is maybe the one, what's a good one? Maybe like the one with the two dancers, but like interlocking hands, or something with like teamwork. That's the first one that comes to mind. Because just like friendships, but also friendships like in the office and outside.
Aw, yeah, those are cute. I love it. That's so precious. We'll have to like put them up like on each of the, as you say them.
It'll be the caption.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Okay, next question. What surprised you most about working within the private lending industry?
So what surprised me most, which I think I'm still adjusting to, is how fast paced it is, and also how like time dependent it is, or time sensitive it is. I didn't realize that like every day, if you don't like follow up or do this or that, you can like kill a deal, or how people can like switch their minds within like minutes, or things can change within minutes. And that's something I just like was never used to, because I never was put in an environment that was so fast paced and very like time sensitive, can go from like 0 to 100. So that was one of the things I was surprised about. I also think I was very surprised. I kind of knew this, I just didn't know to the extent how relationship or focused it is. Like, it's like, yes, it's a lot of like, you know, you're putting everything into your system, you're pricing this and out, but most of it is just like having that client, like building that relationship with that client. And then if you have like a few good clients, they can like last you for like the rest of the career. And I feel like I didn't realize that. I was like, you know, like people come and go, like as long as you're really good at giving them numbers, this and that. But no, I think it's more like relationships. I think that's just as important.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I've been in the industry for about 2.5 years now. And same thing, like I thought it was gonna be so just like in and out, like whatever kind of things, like, oh, like it's just people just want numbers and they just want the deal, like that's it. But it's within the past 2.5 years, I've learned like it really is relationship based, and people will come back to you just because of how like you checked in on them or made sure that something was good, or like a couple of my clients, I've sent them like Starbucks gift cards on the day of their closing.
I remember you
like
talking
little
about
things
that.
like those. I love doing that because it's just a little client appreciation. It's $10, like it's fine. Who cares?
Because when I first like picked up the phone, when I like my first few weeks here, I'd be like all business, like what's the numbers, like what's like your ARV, blah blah blah. And then I realized like no, Diana, like one of the account managers just told me like, no, introduce yourself, like build a relationship, ask what they were doing their day. It was like okay, like I didn't realize this is, because in like finance thing, it's so like
corporate,
so corporate and rigid. But I was like no, I have to like go back, relax, like connect with that person, then talk numbers, because they're just so much more open to kind of like being with you and like having like a partnership than just being like, what's your property address? What's that?
I think that's what makes the private lending space like so special too, is that it is very like unique, and you're really, I don't think that you're gonna get that same experience with like a traditional like bank or mortgage company or anything. Okay, next question. Has this internship shifted or confirmed your career goals in any way?
It has. I think it's done both, but in a positive way. I think this is the first I've had like kind of like club activities in terms of real estate, like a little bit of research, but I've never done actual like professional work. I think it's confirmed that I do, like I can go into like a real estate job, like investing or financing job, and like have fun or enjoy it every day. This is something I do see myself like doing for the next like, I don't know how many years, but I think it's shifted in the sense that I'm more open to exploring different parts of real estate investment. I don't know exactly what, but like learning like the different sectors, like if it's like development, if it's more corporate. And so I think I've become more open to those different roles, and to just kind of, since I'm young, to explore that. Like I'm still in college, to explore all of that. And then a few years after college, like see what I really like and settle into that, and then really like kind of just put my roots there and grow.
Yeah. I remember too, like this was a couple weeks ago, we were asking you like what kind of things do you want to learn, thinking that you'd want to like master like pricing, master like finding leads and all of that stuff. And I was surprised because you were like, oh, like I think the processing side, like the document collection, all that stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, okay, perfect. Like I have my own little like mini me now.
I know.
And then quickly the account manager stole you, and now you're their assistant, so it's fine.
But soon I'll be yours again.
Yes, perfect. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, last question. This one's a fun one. If we handed you the CEO role for one day, what's one thing you'd implement immediately?
So if I was Janine, something I'd implement immediately would be, that's a hard question. Janine does her job very well, by the way. I would say maybe more, I think a lot of our account managers are quite seasoned, but maybe more, because I know we do like once a week, we have like a few hours where we do like account manager training, but maybe more specialized training for like each individual. That's a little hard, but I don't know how I would do this, but maybe source someone from the outside who can like look at one of our account managers, like see like this is your weakness or this is what you can improve on, and then really focus. But I feel like we'd have to find someone who also is in private lending, not just kind of like those like motivation coach. Yeah, because those are good, but they can only do so much. Someone with like the dual task. That's one of the things, honestly, but we kind of do that too sometimes, like especially like our lunch and learns and all of that, but maybe just making it more internal, like less open to the public, apology. Yeah. But just for the account managers. But other than that, I like all of our lunches on Wednesday. I keep that. That's one thing I would never change ever. No matter how big the company grows.
Team lunches always.
I know, it's so fun. And it's so like nice coming into work knowing I don't have to prep lunch the night before. It's like, I look forward to it every single week.
It's a little thing.
I know it is a little thing.
Amazing. Well, I'm sure Janine will hear your feedback, so
hopefully she'll like it.
Take note. Amazing. Okay. Well, thank you, Francie, for joining me today on Simple Chat. If you want to let people know where they can follow you at or add you on LinkedIn and see what you're up to in your real estate career, we'll link it. But yeah. All right. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.